We're going to use our previous logarithmic properties to expand logarithms into multiple logs using the same base. Okay, so you'll get good at this, but I know I'm going to be able to write this into 3 separate logarithms at a quick glance because I have a product inside the argument and that's raised to the second power. So kind of following order of operations in a sense, I'm going to handle the exponent first. So I'm going to bring this 2 out front. So this will be 2 times log base 8 of m times n. Now I can split up that inner product. So it will be 2 times log base 8 of m plus log base 8 of n. And lastly, I can distribute this 2 to both of these to make this 2 log base 8 of m plus 2 times log base 8 of n. So again, notice they have the same base. In number 2, log of x to the 9th divided by y to the 4th. So the base on this is 10. This would be your common log. So first I'm going to handle this division and split this into log of x to the 9th minus log of y to the 4th. And now I can use the power rule on both of these and bring the exponent out to the front to make it a multiplication relationship. 9 times log of x minus 4 times log of y. Okay, so I hope you're finding this kind of fun now. Number 3, a couple ways you could do this. I think to start by actually distributing this 3 inside. I could bring it out front, but I think it might be faster to make this a to the 15th and b to the 6th. Okay, and this is log base 2 of that. Now I'm going to break up my argument. I've got a to the 15th and b to the 6th, and that's a product, so I'm going to break that into 2 separate logs, base 2, and it will be held by addition, log base 2 of b to the 6th. Lastly, both of these have a power, so they can, or an exponent rather, they'll come out front. So this is 15 log base 2 of a plus 6 times log base 2 of b. I can't break down those arguments any further. 4 is a natural log. Okay, so I could bring this 2 all the way out to the front first, but I think it'll be fewer steps if I actually distribute the 2 to this argument to make it the natural log of p to the 8th over q to the 14th. And then, since the argument is held by division, this will become subtraction. The ln of p to the 8th minus the natural log of q to the 14th. And then lastly, this would become 8, bring this out front, times the ln of p minus 14 times the natural log of q. Next one has a base 5, and I have this radical sign, so I like to switch my radical signs to rational exponent form. It's easier in my brain to think this through. Again, I think I'm going to distribute this 1/2 first to the argument to make it log base 5, a to the 7/2 and b to the 1/2. This can now split into 2 separate logs, so log base 5 of a to the 7/2 plus, because the argument is a product, log base 5 of b to the 1/2. Lastly, let's use the power rule and bring our exponents out to the front of the log. So this would be 7/2 times log base 5 of a plus 1/2 times log base 5 of b. 6 is a cube root. So again, I would probably rewrite this cube root as a rational exponent. So that means the argument would actually be to the 1/3. So I think I would distribute next to the argument. So this would be c to the 2/3 and d to the 15/3 would be 5. and this is still log base 4 of that argument. So we can split this argument up since it's a product. That's going to split into 2 logs, same base, c to the 2/3 plus log base 4 d to the 5th. Lastly, use my power rule to make this 2/3 log base 4 of c plus 5 log base 4 of d.